Unscheduled, aren't we?
All right, welcome to Go Figure, a toy podcast, episode 2, where we're going to be diving into the fairly new Origins Masters of the Universe line. This is one of a special one for us that's dear to our hearts, Sean and I. As always, this is AC, Mr. MOC, Mint on Card.
What's up, Mr. MOC? This is Sean O'Brien, the 80s kid. Psyched to be doing our second episode here. I love Origins. I can't wait to dive into that.
Oh, absolutely.
Before we get into that, let's talk about new purchases. What
absolutely.
you
got? Not too much this week. However, though, I did take a little stroll over to Disney Springs.
Okay.
And to my excitement, which I've been looking for, they had the Disney Parks exclusive Droid Factory, The Mandalorian.
Oh, nice, bro.
Yeah.
Those are sweet.
These flew off the shelves a couple months ago, and they have not been back since, and I was shocked to see them on the shelves. So each one of those droids made an appearance in the Mandalorian series in season 1
for
and
sure.
2.
I remember this one that was on the boat in that lava
the gondola
river, right?
one.
Yeah, the gondola one. Mm-hmm. That one's sweet.
Yeah, I was super stoked about this. So I was excited, and I managed to grab one over at the Star Wars Outpost over at Disney Springs.
Damn, 45 bones, huh?
Yeah, but I mean, if you break it down, that's like what, $10 a figure, roughly.
That's true,
so it's not terrible.
Oh yeah. You look at it like that. Yeah, these are sweet too. I love the detail in these.
Yeah, absolutely.
Man. That gondola one is badass.
Right?
What's this one over here? R1. So we got R6, D3, MA13, R1, and NO8H.
Yeah, and the one over at the far here, who's
They're
that?
rad, dude.
That's R6, D3. Actually, I did.
Did you?
So, yeah, I did.
Hell yeah, bro.
You got it over there somewhere, I think. But R6D3, he was the one that was when that one, I think it was that where Mando's getting attacked at the end of season 1. He was the droid that was driving the crate hovercraft going through the town. So that's where that one came from. I'm not quite sure. I'm rewatching Mandalorian right now to look at the other two. Yeah,
those are cool though.
They are. And I'm super stoked, so I picked
those
you one
are
up,
only
and I
sold
got
in
one.
The parks, huh?
Yes, this is
Nice.
Parks exclusive.
You can't get them on any kind of Disney app or anything like that?
No, they used to have one. It's not a Disney store
That's
exclusive.
cool. I like when they do that.
Yeah.
Just in the parks.
Yeah, me too. And I was super stoked about this, that they actually had them, and I was there to get them for us. But so that was my one pickup this week for myself.
A little light, bro. One thing?
Yeah, I know. I'm a little in between checks, so
That's
waiting on
that.
that.
You got to pay the bills,
Yeah.
Flip half.
What about you, buddy?
I got a few things this week.
Real quick though, speaking of which, before you get into yours, the gondola droid here. This guy by himself is going for $50 on eBay.
What?
Yeah, I mean the other ones go for around 30-ish, even. So
that gondola one though was key. Like I remember that.
Yeah,
As soon as you showed me that box,
absolutely.
I remember that scene. That was such an intense
no, exactly.
Scene.
So that's
that whole
why.
Episode.
So that's why he's
sweet.
going for big bones.
I got a few things.
right.
Since we're talking about Origins, I did manage to scoop up a Buzzsaw Origins.
Ooh, very nice. It's weird.
This one comes all the way from Massachusetts.
Very nice. The some of these waves that have gone through already. Oh, that's wave 7 anyway, so that's somewhat current. But he's been flying off the shelves though.
Yeah, he's only the second one I got. I really like this one though.
And
I
like how they did the antennas on him too on this version versus the vintage. That wasn't like that.
Oh yeah, the two little brown antennas coming off his
kind of holds
eyeball cap.
Yeah, the cap holds better that way.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet.
All right.
I got that. What else I got?
I got a couple things there.
I got this Monster Jam Hot Wheels Thanos vehicle, which is pretty sweet.
Ooh.
I think I picked that up at Target.
Is that something you're going to start new?
I don't know. I always like these Monster Jams. When they do the superhero variants or the superhero characters on these Monster Jams, I always like them. It's pretty sweet. It's got an engine on the back that's got the Infinity Stones on it. See that?
Oh,
kind of looks like
see,
the glove.
that's a cool detail.
Yeah,
that's very
neat, right?
nice.
Yeah,
I like that.
a
Instead of just like throwing his head on there and that's it.
And
But
then
that's
the
really
blister, if you look at it, is like a giant
yeah.
wheel. You see that?
Cool. Dude, that's sweet, man.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty cool. So
That
I
is
scooped
cool.
up. I scooped up like 3 of those. I figured
right.
I'd keep one and then hold on to a couple of them.
Okay.
I'd be selling at a convention. I got this.
Joe's very
I never
nice.
saw this before. Yeah, the Jada G.I. Joe, like they look like Micro Machine little vehicles. There's the Snowcat, the Vamp, and the His Tank. I was kind of on the fence until I saw the His Tank, and I was like, oh, I gotta get this. This is sweet.
Very nice.
So I picked up that.
Can't go wrong with those.
Yeah, this isn't something I got over the weekend, but it's one of my newer pickups. I got it at the last convention we did.
Okay.
And it's a
Deadpool, your favorite.
the Pirate Deadpool Build-A-Figure Marvel Strong Guy. And it didn't have the strong. It's in the box, but it didn't have the Strong Guy Build-A-Figure part, which I didn't care. I just wanted for, I just wanted for the Deadpool character because I am a huge Deadpool fan.
Yeah.
And I can add him to my wall of Deadpool figures.
Very nice.
So he gave me a sweet, and it was Jeff from Slap Happy Toys too. So he gave me a sweet deal.
Okay, cool. Very
One
nice.
of our buddies, we see at a lot of cons, had a booth right across
Jeff's
from
a cool
us.
guy.
Or he had multiple booths. Yeah, that guy does very well. Yeah, so those are my new pickups.
Very nice. And I forgot to mention on the when we were doing the pilot, Sean, always blow me away with the shirts, bro. Always do.
Oh yeah, oh you like this one?
I love the
pretty
mashup
sweet,
here,
right?
the Godzilla ET.
Yeah, so this T-shirt that I'm wearing is that iconic scene from E.T. where Elliot and E.T. fly across the moon, and it's a giant moon, but it's kind of like mid-action. Godzilla's silhouette is against the moon, and he caught E.T. and Elliot, and their bikes falling down, and he's about to eat both of them. So it's a pretty funny Godzilla E.T. mashup shirt. I was working on this job a few months back, and this dude was like, "Oh, that's a really cool." I get like a lot of compliments on this where people laugh about it. Like, that's funny, Godzilla eating E.T.
Yeah, right.
And this kid was like, "Oh, that's a cool shirt, man." He's like, "Too bad it's not a Iron Giant." Like instead of Godzilla's what he meant, And
What?
it was such an odd comment. And I said, I'm like, Iron Giant. He goes, yeah.
I know Iron Giant's popular, but
It's not like Godzilla, dude.
No.
Well, I said, what I said? I go, Iron Giant. I was like, what do you mean? Like, I don't think Iron Giant would eat these guys. And I go, first of all, if it was Iron Giant instead of Godzilla, we wouldn't be having this conversation because I wouldn't have bought that whack ass fucking shirt. You know what I mean? So
I
it's
mean,
like,
I like
what
the
are you
movie,
talking
but I
about?
don't think it. I know he kind of holds a special place in some people's hearts, but
Isn't that a weird comment to make?
yeah,
though?
that is a weird comment, though.
Whatever.
I don't know.
got trolled in real life is what happens. So yeah, I appreciate.
Very
You know
nice.
what I realized is I collect T-shirts too. I got
that's
a lot
true.
of cool T-shirts, so I'll be rocking them on these podcasts.
All
and we can
right.
talk about
All
them. I
right.
got
Good.
some sweet
Very
mashups.
nice. Well, real quick, I like my fair share of shirts. Not as cool as that, but I figure since we're doing the pilot and we did this episode, I had to wear my special Deadpool shirt that you bought me years ago.
Oh, that's from me?
Yeah, that's from you, dude.
Because I have two of those in my closet. Because remember where I got those? I got those at Party City.
Party City had these?
Yeah, I was like randomly there sourcing for a job, and I like just happened to the corner of my eye I rolled by the T-shirts, and they were this crazy. They were like $3 a piece.
Oh
So
my
that's why
God.
I bought a bunch.
Sweet, man.
Yeah,
Very nice.
I mean, a $3 Deadpool T-shirt.
Yeah,
like,
come on.
heck yeah, brand new tags. Kidding me,
Yeah,
bro?
no,
Yeah,
definitely.
I should have bought more.
Very
Anyways,
nice.
So, you want to dive into this
Absolutely.
sweet line that is Origins,
So-
Masters of the Universe?
I mean, let me put it this way: when 2020 hit, and I saw these bad boys hitting the shelves, I mean, I was elated.
The He-Man. It was
Yeah.
just He-Man and Skeletor at that point, right?
Well, no. They had those two out. Well, actually, no. You're right. They did have both of those out. They did have a few exclusives. There was the San Diego Comic-Con Prince Adam He-Man 2-pack. That was kind of getting everybody hyped up in 2019 for it.
Oh, the Comic-Con exclusive. Before it hit the stores,
Yeah.
yeah.
Which is still
That's the
eluding
Prince-
my collection.
The
But
Prince Adam He-Man Sandy, the 2-pack where
Yeah.
Prince Adam's in the blue vest. Here it is, right here.
Yep.
I got this pulled up on Figure Realms, what we're looking at right now. If you guys are just listening, we have a monitor behind us where we'll kind of surf
absolutely.
the internet and look at stuff we're talking about. Right now, we're on FigureRealm.com, which is a sweet website. If anybody is looking, if they have certain figures they're looking to put the proper accessories with them, it's just this awesome
they were
website.
a huge help for me.
Yeah, wealth of information of what goes with what lines, what waves, what years it came out. I mean, it's just an awesome website. I use it all the time.
I've been slowly piecing a lot of my toys that I had as a kid that I've been going through like bins, and I have them all the weapons in a bucket, and I'm like trying to go through all of them to piece
All
it
your
back
old
together.
Ghostbusters and all kinds of crazy
Exactly,
stuff.
and these guys, I mean, Figure Realm helps me immensely out with it because it obviously, they have everything up there. Even, I mean, there's photos of carded figures up there still.
Oh,
so.
It's an awesome website.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sure.
So if you guys just give
we're
them
not sponsored by them.
No, we're not at all. But
we just like his website.
Yeah,
and we're looking at it right now, so I figured we'd talk about it.
Yeah.
Very cool website. So yeah, this 2-pack. It's Prince Adam, and he's got a blue velvet vest. And then he's got the new head on him, the new head sculpt, and then the He-Man figure's got the vintage style head. That was the first thing. This came out in 2019 at San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. Oh, yeah. I don't have that one either. This is the ones I don't have. I want it so bad.
Yeah, it's a very good, amazing set for sure. And, and they kind of, as you can see, that there's the new head with the vintage one attached to it. So kind of what was coming up. And then the next year, they released the Lords of Power 5-pack, which, if you guys aren't familiar with Lords, the PowerCon exclusives, PowerCon is each year it's held around the country.
Convention.
Yeah, it's a strictly Masters Universe He-Man convention.
You know where that is at.
This year, last year was in Los Angeles.
Oh, it moves around?
Yeah, it moves around.
Ah, okay.
I believe this year it's in Indianapolis, if I'm not mistaken.
We got to go to that one of these years, dude.
I know we do.
Yeah,
I agree totally.
So, yeah, the Lords of Power 5-pack is Beastman. It's a Lords of Power Beastman, a Skeletor, Lords of Power Merman, He-Man, and
let me just say, look at that Man-at-Arms.
I know.
Is that not badass or what?
I didn't know that they were different like this. The Man-at-Arms is sweet. He's got a different head sculpt, and he's got fur coming out of his armor on the sides of his armor. That thing is sweet. It's a lot of differences.
I mean, so far we have gotten the Merman and the Beastman in the regular lines. The paint applications have been different, but everything else is pretty much the same. So that's the only.
This Skeletor is way different. Look at that head sculpt on the Skeletor.
Oh yeah, big time.
Oh, I got to get it. This one. I checked this one out on eBay. I did a little research before we did this episode. This goes around like $400 or $500.
Oh yeah, it's not cheap.
So I won't be getting that anytime soon.
I think the box alone without the figures inside, people have been selling those for like a couple of
the empty box.
$200. Yeah.
Really?
Oh yeah.
It's crazy what you can sell, man.
I know, it's insanity. But so that kind of got everybody hyped up and getting going, and then we had He-Man, Skeletor right out the gate, and then
so those two came out. Then He-Man and Skeletor hit the stores, like retail stores.
I'm super excited to get those because, like we were talking in the pilot episode. I mean, I was an '85 baby, so I came in real late. Oh yeah, and whatever I could get was either through thrift stores or a few things that was left over in the stores.
Right. By the time you got out of diapers, He-Man had like gone to space and jumped the shark. So
oh God, yeah. Well, we'll save that for another episode. But I do own some of the space figures.
Do you?
I do.
I want the Slush Head. You know that guy? He was one of the villains, one of the space mutants.
I might actually have him.
Oh, bro, we got to talk.
I might.
This.
I have to see.
Well, we'll trade. You know how we do.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. But yeah, so those two came out, and now, now I can collect on card and loose, like I have right now, of all the figures that I never had or had to attempt to.
Right. You're doing a loose collection and a carded collection. You're trying to complete. Yeah, that's cool. So you display the loose ones.
The only thing I'm not doing loose, though, is some of these repaints that I'm not the happiest camper about, even though I do have them to complete the collection.
That Stratos one was weak, dude.
Yeah, that was really
bad. Why
bad.
would they do that?
Yeah, I mean, that literally was just, hey, gray to tan.
Right. Like, I didn't want to say, there's so many other cool characters they could have done. And they just repaint a Stratos and bring them out. Yeah. I didn't mind with the Evil Lyn, was kind of whatever.
No, that's fine. That was kind of but that was like toward 2000, so that's okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm really looking forward to that Wave 8 Anti-Eternia He-Man.
That one looks sweet.
Right?
I'm going to buy a bunch of those.
Oh, yeah, those are really cool.
That's the next wave that's coming out?
Yep, Wave 8.
Wave 8, right? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we'll dive back into Wave 1 there in a minute, but... but as you can see in the background here.
But what a cool collection, like you're saying. I mean, if you're a big fan of the old line, like this is a way to get figures that look like the original ones, the cars look like the original ones. You can get them complete, mint, with the accessories without paying an arm and a leg. And I think the price point for these is sweet. It's like, it was $14.99 when they first started. So for $15, you can have a retro style He-Man figure that like kicks ass. I mean, that's amazing.
I know. I mean, even though they got a new head, and I know there was a lot of gripe about it, everybody's like, "Oh my God, why do we change?" They were going for they changed the head around, which
whose head?
He-Man's.
Oh, He-Man. You're talking about that He-Man specifically?
So that one that came out at the beginning.
The new head sculpt.
Yeah, had the new head
sculpt.
sculpt.
Digging that? I like it.
I like it too because it's like it's an ode to the Filmation He-Man with the bowl cut.
The bowl cut.
And we did get the vintage. They did do a vintage release, and you can get them on Amazon easily. So I was happy with that. And I'm not even upset with the Skeletor with the open mouth. That's not bad.
Right.
I mean, it's a different version of it, so it's fine. And like like you and I've talked about it, which is kind of a cool new feature with them, is that you can take parts off of them and switch it up
how
to
you can
others.
custom? Yeah, you can swap a head from one guy to the next, or swap the arms. A lot of people are doing these cool customs now, swapping heads, doing some quick little repaints of their own, and coming up with some really cool figures out there. So I hope that keeps. I'd like to see that trend keep going. I love the
absolutely.
I love
I'm
the
right
custom
there with
out
you.
there.
And and continuing on, like if you look at it, like Wave 1 consisted of. They kind of like He-Man and Skeletor didn't really consisted of Wave 1 because, if you gone back, I mean, I guess you can lump them in there. Wave 1 was kind of a large grouping versus what we have now when each wave comes out, which is only 4.
You wouldn't consider He-Man and Skeletor in Wave 1? Why not?
Well, I kind of, because if you've seen the documentaries on Netflix that they've made about the origins of He-Man and Masters Universe, the vintage line and whatnot. Their big thing was that the whole reason the line kind of died out was because you couldn't acquire He-Man and Skeletor later on because they never continued making them. They were just like, they made a few waves of them when they started, and then that was it. And then you only ended up getting the other characters. So they said that was
so if you started collecting the line after they stopped producing He-Man and Skeletor, how could you get it? There wasn't eBay back then.
No, exactly. No Amazon, nothing like that.
Right.
I mean, if you got lucky at a thrift store or a garage sale or something, sure, then you were good. But I mean, there was no other way to get them mint on card, later on in the way. But
Figure Realm here says He-Man Wave 1. I mean, it's right here.
Well, I mean, like I said, you could technically lump them into it. My opinion is I think they're separate.
Right, but they're still on the shelves now. He-Man and Skeletor are the original.
Yes,
Wave
I think
1.
they're slowly starting to phase them out to try to get those other figures in so they can get on the pegs. But, and then, of course, there's the controversy with the ladies, the female characters of the old knees, which were
when those first came out, the knees were so lame.
And granted, in my collection, I
Look at that.
don't have the new knees. I know a lot of guys have been saying that on Amazon they've been taking some chances where they've been ordering a few Teelas and Evelyns and even She-Ras to get those new knees.
I'm glad they fixed that, but that's cool that Mattel's listening to people's
absolutely.
complaints or criticisms and fixing it. That's awesome.
No, absolutely. I mean, they've been running changes on a few things, so that's good.
I was worried when this line came out. Like, obviously, I'm a huge He-Man fan. I like old 80s stuff, and it was almost selfishly thinking like, oh, I hope this does well just for me because I want to see more and more of these.
Same here with me.
But I was worried that it was going to die out quick, and there seems to be no sign of this slowing down. I mean, it's like we're about. There's rumors now of Wave 9. Mm-hmm. This is amazing, dude. I love these figures.
No, absolutely, and I mean, and the different exclusives, and then now they have Sunman and his batch of characters that are going to be included.
I'm psyched about that. I think the Sunman is awesome.
Yeah, I mean, this is fantastic. I mean, I know there was different lines in the '80s, but I mean, who wouldn't want more figures, right?
You mean with Sunman? Oh, because Sunman wasn't a Mattel He-Man. It was a totally different thing.
Yeah, it was a total offshoot of.
They're integrating that now into the He-Man line.
I'm totally psyched for it.
Oh, me too. I hate to admit it because I consider myself an expert on 80s toys, but I didn't ever heard of Sunman before they announced it was going to be in this He-Man line. Yeah. And I started looking into it, and I'm like, ooh, I got to get some of those vintage.
Speaking
of
which,
they're pricey, bro.
I was looking into them too, and I'm hoping we get all 10 of that line that came out. Because they had there was like a few like I was looking up like Zapman and Hypno.
Well, Digitino's rumored to be in the next wave, Wave 9, which would be sweet.
Yeah, and then we're gonna get Pighead.
Pighead, right?
Yeah,
he was in one of the Revelations episodes, right? When he showed up with
absolutely not
Goatman or whatever.
No. Now that's different. No, so you're talking about Pig Boy, and that comes that was.
Oh, you
Kevin
about to
Smith's,
school me on some He-Man knowledge?
A little bit.
Oh man.
So back when they were making the movie of Masters Universe in the '80s with Dolph Lundgren,
classic.
Oh, it was. There was a contest that the biggest fan was going to have a part in the movie.
Oh, really?
And they named the kid, and they named the character Pig Boy. It was this kid, Richard Sponder. He won the contest, and he was the role was supposed to be a bit bigger, but like any movie production, stuff happened, and they were running over budget. They didn't have enough money. They were running behind. So, unfortunately, he only made a background appearance, I think once or twice in the throne room scenes.
But he was
So-
in it. They didn't cut him completely.
No, yeah, absolutely.
What a
It's,
dream, dude! You imagine
right?
being a Master of the Universe,
Oh my
universe
God.
fan, and then you get in the movie.
I mean, heck, me personally, I'm being such a humongous fan of Dolph, man. Just being on
Dolph Lundgren's
set with
the
Dolph
shit.
Lundgren, and oh my God.
you were on set
know?
with him.
No, I was on set with him. I said, but him,
Oh,
the
you're
kid.
saying if you
yeah,
were.
Richard. I mean, Richard winning that contest, man, and getting it,
I was confused. We work in production, so I thought you were talking about a job you had worked on.
Oh
or
God,
something.
that'd be a dream if I could work on a job with Dolph
Yeah.
Lundgren. He's my boy.
He's my boy.
He's my boy. But
Still pumping out movies today.
heck yeah, dude. I still watch him. Half of them are really awful, but I mean, I still watch him. But anyway, so that was Pig Boy. So this is different. It's Pig Head.
Oh,
Yeah,
my,
and he's
got my
like
pig guy's all messed up.
but
My bad.
But I'm super excited for that. I was so happy to hear them, the adding into that. So I'm hoping we get all 10 of them. But
How you doing on completing this line? You got
not
everything?
not bad. I for regular lines, wave 1 through 7, I'm complete on.
Yeah.
Like I said, the few running changes like the knees, I don't have those, but and I don't
resculpt
have
of
the
the knees.
5-pack PowerCon, and I don't have the San Diego Comic-Con 2-pack of
Right, those two we were just talking about.
Yeah, but
I don't have those either.
yeah.
I'm right there with you on waves 1 through 6.
Now you own She-Ra, the She-Ra PowerCon, which I
I
need to
do.
get that.
Yeah, I scooped
that's
that up
a really-
on eBay for
it's
about
a-
like $90 or something.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's a
No,
beautiful
no.
figure, and I got to get that for the collection. I do have the most recent exclusives that just came out. I have the Leo Faker with Duplicat.
I have that as well, yeah.
That was a badass.
That's a
figure to
PowerCon
collect.
exclusive.
Uh-huh. I don't have the Horde 4-pack just because it was a little out of my price range.
You mean this one right here?
Yes, the
It's,
beauty you got
it's
sitting right next to you.
Dude, that thing displays sweet. We got to do
Yeah.
an unboxing for those PowerCons.
I agree. And then I did get the Mysteries of Grayskull set,
that,
which
yeah.
is a beautiful set, which we get the little
Oh
astronaut
yeah,
guy right
we
here.
got the astronaut guy right here. We got a little shot of that. That's my favorite one out of all those.
Yeah, right.
The Mysteries of
robot.
Grayskull was not the most expensive set, but I just love that robot figure because I remember looking at it in the original Castle
Yeah, because
Grayskull.
it was a piece of cardboard originally.
It was a display in the original Castle Grayskull stand in the back, and it was like a robot or a space suit. You know, there's a lot of theories behind what it was, the next computer, and I just always was like thought that was so cool. So for
Yeah,
them to
absolutely.
take that and make an actual figure out of it
Right?
was sweet. I
So
couldn't
yet
wait to
again,
get my hands
Mattel
on
going
that.
above and beyond and listening
Above and beyond, baby.
to the fans.
Yeah.
So that's another appreciation I have to say. And then I got the Triclops first appearance exclusive from Mattel Creations.
Oh, the comic
Excuse
book
me.
Triclops. Yeah,
Yes.
I have that one too. Here he is. Here's a picture of him right here. I like Triclops is one of my favorite characters out of the line, but I find this like outfit kind of goofy. It's like
It is.
Christmas colors. Like he's got red and white boots.
And I'm
And
like,
what
what's
is that band he's wearing?
Right?
around?
Yeah.
You know
I was
what
just
it
gonna
looks
say
like?
that, the
Do you remember
belt.
that candy you would eat as a kid? And it came in
Dots?
as white. Yeah, dots.
Yes.
It was like you would just bite the little candy.
That's exactly
and
what it looks like.
Like quite often you get a little chunk of paper with the candy. You'd be like, screw it.
Yeah.
You just eat it anyways. It's kind of
Yeah.
like now and later's.
Uh-huh.
Sometimes you try to get the wrapper off and you can't
Oh,
quite get off,
God.
and then you're just like, nah, fuck it, you just eat the whole thing.
God.
But that's what it looks like he's wearing.
Exactly. You
But-
hit it right on the head with that. Yeah, I'm not a humongous fan of this version of him, but I love Triclops.
It's cool that the card comes with the glow in the dark ring on it.
Yes,
And the fact that it's a
yes.
fan favorite and exclusive. Like I love all the mystique behind it. The outfit's
No, I
kind of like
agree.
whoa, but still an awesome figure. I'm psyched that I have one.
Speaking of which, the Wave 4, which is the original Triclops, is in. That thing is
Bro,
that and this one too.
skyrocketing, dude.
eBay prices. I mean, the one in Wave 4 is almost up to $100 right now. And
The
him-
original one, not the exclusive.
yeah, the
$100?
exclusive is like I think $125 right now. So I mean, it's crazy.
Yeah, I have just 2 of those now. I think I have the one I'm keeping, and then I have one on
Yeah.
the backup. I'm just
Yeah,
gonna,
everybody in the groups I'm in we're having a hard time trying to find it. But I mean,
but the normal Triclops is around $100.
Yeah.
He's that hard to get now.
yeah, he is that
Wow.
hard. Well, see, that's the thing. Mattel now has announced that they are no longer, they've canceled production on waves 1 through 4 right now.
Oh, so whatever you get in
So,
the
yeah.
stores, that's it. They're not gonna you won't see anymore. So
Yeah,
the
and
only way
any
to get them now is at
online-
conventions and online. huh?
Absolutely, yeah.
Oh,
And,
boy.
Yeah,
I wonder if how many of those figures. are in s-
Entertainment Earth canceled a lot of Wave 3 orders on people that didn't end up getting them. So
Really?
yeah, but yeah, I mean, Wave.
What's Entertainment Earth?
that's another. It's like Big Bad
Like
Toy
Big
Store.
Bad Toy Store?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's a
okay.
big seller.
You got some He-Man stuff through there?
No, I haven't. No, I've been mostly finding everything in stores. We've been lucky down here in Florida, so I can't complain.
Yeah, we have.
Except that Wave 2. Wave 2 was a hard one to get. That barely showed up in stores.
I found you keyed me into Scarecrow. One day you're like, yeah, Scarecrow's on Amazon for
Yes.
normal price now. And I bought like 10 of them. I was like, yeah,
I
heck
remember
yeah.
that.
I think I've sold a few at some conventions, but I have quite a few left.
Well, kind of, real quick, stepping back, the Masters of the Universe started, it was only in Walmart stores for a while.
What do you mean? The vintage line?
Yeah.
Or the Origin?
The
What are you talking
Origins
about?
line.
Oh, I didn't know
Origins
that. Target
line
wasn't carrying them?
No. Target did not start carrying Origins figures till Wave 3, believe it or not. Even though they did get a couple things like
Why? Why is that?
Panther.
That's weird.
Somehow Mattel made a deal with Walmart. They were going to get ahead of Target on this, and they started it.
Oh, okay.
So that's why Wave 2 had a bit of a distribution problem, and people were trying to play catch up with that. And Trapjaw still to this day goes for around $50, $60 on eBay because he was really hard to get.
I only have one of him.
And Scarecrow,
That's one of my favorite characters.
the time I told you about on Amazon, it was so hard to get. A friend of the show, Jackie, me and him constantly were monitoring Amazon because Scarecrow would go in and out all the time at weird times.
Are you doing them with the Manny faces? Or are you collecting all three on the card with trying to get the robot, the monster, and the regular? I got 2 out of the 3 on display.
I see
there.
that. Which one did you get?
I got monster face and robot face next to each other.
Oh, very
I just
nice.
need a. I think I got one of the regular faces from Amazon, but Amazon does such a horrible job of boxing up their stuff. Like the card comes smashed all the time. It's like, really, dude? I return that shit.
No, I agree.
I ain't playing that Amazon. Take that back.
But Orko was decent. I found him. He was about the easiest one on Wave 2. Wave 3, I know a lot of people had problems with Wave 3, but I found that all over at Targets around here in Orlando, which I was.
So there was plenty of Merman in the stores when you were,
Merman.
He's super hard to find.
Yeah, I have to say I found them pretty well, which I'm kind of blown away that Roboto and She-Ra are probably the hottest ones out of that wave. And Zodak really doesn't get a lot of love out of that as far
I love
as
that character, Zodak.
Oh yeah, he's badass, and I'm kind of shocked that he's not more higher up the eBay price range than the others.
I feel like they're all gonna go up. I don't have the plastic Panther. I just have the flocked one. I think the plastic one's so cheese.
Dude, you can get that now for like $15.
I know. I got to buy one just the fact that I feel like it's not a complete collection if you don't have the plastic
I thought you
version.
did have one.
No, I got a couple of the the flocked ones.
Oh boy, yeah. Well, you definitely got to get that before they get rid of it.
Then we got Wave 4, Hordak, Stratos. There's the Triclops.
Yep,
Ninja.
Triclops. Now, see, this was what because I'm looking at you and I see your vintage line behind you. That was kind of a weird thing they did with Ninja was I get what they were going for, but they changed the head on him for the Origins line. You don't have the classic where you have the Japanese head on him, I guess, if that's what you want to call that version.
Oh, it's just the hooded one?
Yeah, it's just a hooded head.
Oh, yeah, I never even realized that.
Yeah. Now, didn't the vintage line come with like a fabric hood?
I'm not sure. I have that in my collection now, but he's loose and he doesn't have anything.
Yeah.
That one's a super
I found that
expensive
very odd that they decided to switch the heads on him. But yeah, Wave 4 was very good. But Wave 1 through 4 is now discontinued, so you can't get that anymore.
I expect those to start going way up, man.
Absolutely.
Especially with the news of this live-action He-Man movie that they're talking about. I think that's going to usher in more fans. What's nuts is they have this Origins, Revelations, and then they have like the show that's catered to the kids, and they have that toy.
Oh yeah, the new
That
Netflix.
one's like
series.
pretty cheese, really. I'm not going to be.
I'm not
gonna get any of that.
I watched an episode.
Yeah,
I just.
It's catered for kids. But it's rough.
I may try to get back into it and see if I can. I'm not a fan.
I'm not watching it. No way.
I had this one cool thing about that show. What I like is that they have those motorcycles. That's pretty cool, I thought, in the new show.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Yeah, they have. Then they do have toys of it. Skeletor and He-Man ride these like motorcycles. They're pretty badass.
It's like the modern Road Ripper thing, but it's not called Road Ripper.
Yeah, well, it's a different version of it, but yeah.
Nah, bro, I'm not watching that.
Okay.
Do you want any of the toys from that line? I kind of want the Manny faces, but that's about it. They're like weird looking. Like He-Man's arms are like he looks like a gorilla or something.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna get any. Trapjaw's okay.
Yeah, Trapjaw's not bad.
No,
Trapjaw's cool. No matter
I don't know. I may see what comes out. See how it goes. I like Orko. He looks cool. He's like a bit of a robot. So I might maybe pick that one up if I see it again.
Yeah.
And they're not badly priced. They're $10 a piece. So
yeah, they're super cheap.
yeah.
You know what's weird about this Origins line is they don't have those like action features, which kind of
bums me out, and I'm kind of upset with Mattel on that because
Are you?
yeah,
Mattel, we're upset with you.
I think I get it because of the whole interchangeable parts scenario. So you can't really do it if you're having an action feature to it. But
right, but like not having the fisto hammer, fist smash, and the jitsu karate chop,
right?
And why don't they have the twisting bodies like?
See, that's what worries me once we finally get Cyclone and like Mechanic and those type of characters where they had like the prominent features.
Dude, if they make
a
Mechanic without his head going on, that's gonna be weak. Dude.
Yeah, and that Extendar too. Extendar is another one.
Maybe it's a thing where it costs so much money to put these extra parts in there, and they're trying to make this affordable and keep the line going. I don't know. I'm speculating.
Well,
obviously.
something tells me too. Maybe those type of figures we may get as a deluxe version, like we did with Mosquitor.
Yeah, I'll pay a little more if
That's
the neck
fine.
comes up.
I'm super happy they had the blood fusion. I know it didn't work as great with this new deluxe version, but mine worked okay, so I was happy with it. And the other thing that kind of bummed me out too, like speaking real quick while you're scrolling, Wave 6 there would bum me out. And I know a lot of people were bummed out too. Stinkor did not have his signature smell.
Yeah, that's weak, dude. They should have added
and
that.
I still own.
I mean, I remember that smell now. Like I smell the old
mine
vintage.
From when I was a kid, which I still own. That was another carded one that my mom was actually able to get when I was a kid. He still smells a little bit because what they did was, I think patchouli was what they added into the plastic when they mixed it with it to mold it, and then that's what gave it that smell. And this new one,
it was molded with that in there when they manufactured it.
Yeah, they manufactured the patchouli oil. They mixed it in with the plastic, so he got that smell. And they didn't do it this time with this one, which was a bummer.
It's weak.
Yeah, you just got a kind of a weird plasticky smell, and that was it. And which I was really bummed about because Stinkor is one of my favorites.
So you're all up to date through Wave 7.
Yes. Oh,
and obviously you have this Castle Grayskull Sorceress.
Yeah, see,
there's the Stratos mini comic, like the repaint. So weak.
And a lot of people gave Wave 7 crap because they were like, oh, wow, now we're getting 2 repaints and 2 new ones. You can't. Listen, I understand we had this white sorceress in the Castle Grayskull playset.
The one that came with the Castle Grayskull.
Yeah, I get that. But you have to have the classic sorceress. So I don't consider that one a repaint.
No, I'm happy with that.
Yeah.
This Stratos one annoys me.
Yeah, I agree. That we
but
got
I mean,
that so
why
quickly.
give us this repaint? There's so many other cool figures. I mean, just behind me, dude. Like, imagine if they did for you guys listening, we do this podcast from my man cave, and it's just a huge room in my house. It's just filled wall to wall with toys and video games
all around us here.
So behind me is some of my vintage He-Man collection. If I just turn around and look, how about a rock on a stone dar?
Oh my
that'd be
God,
sick,
yes.
You know,
those guys are my favorite. I own a Rockon.
Yeah,
yeah, with all the pieces. He's one of my favorites.
Like I don't know. People I think thought they were kind of weak as they transform into a rock, I guess, but. I always heard that was like Mattel trying to compete with Transformers that have some kind of a transforming type
all right
figure, but like, what do you transform into a rock? What is that? It reminds me of that scene in Big with Tom Hanks. Remember, and he gets that like corporate job at the toy factory, and they're like,
the thing turns into a building.
Yeah, they have that giant giant transformer. It turns into a skyscraper, and Tom Hanks' character goes,
right?
Yeah, he goes, what's cool about a building? Like, who wants to play with a building? You know, and it was like, yeah, like what the shit is that? It's so stupid. Right. He starts throwing out other suggestions. How about a bug? And the other guy's like, oh, that's cool.
They're all writing it down, yeah.
Right, yeah. But that's exactly like you throw. What is a rock? I mean, I guess you could turn into a rock, and then He-Man could throw you at the bad guys. You know,
no,
put them in a catapult and toss them.
Right, exactly.
Maybe that's where they were going with that.
Probably. I mean, and like, I just think finally when we get Too Bad, we may not get the.
Too Bad. That'd be a character I'd love to see in Origins.
See, the punching fists on him. I just don't think we're going to get that.
I don't think we're going to get it, bro.
Here we go. Blast Attack.
Blast Attack.
I hope we're going to get... I loved him in the Revelations.
It was funny.
I totally was like, oh my God, it's Blast Attack.
Oh my God.
It was great. And I'm hoping we get that. I mean, I'll take that as a deluxe figure because he's one of my favorites as well. And I mean, but that's just my gripe about that. But yeah, we could have got it somewhere decent about
on
that.
the horizon, we got... Wave 8. I'm super psyched for this wave. We've got Clawful.
Finally, Clawful.
Anti-Eternia He-Man. That figure's badass.
Yep.
That's a repaint I can get on board with.
Yeah,
I'm going to buy a bunch of those.
So yeah, I'm super stoked.
The Horde Trooper, sweet. I don't know about the white. And Sunman. The Horde Trooper's got the white crossbow. It looks like the crossbows that all the Horde guys had back in the day. But I think he should have a red crossbow. He's got a red mace
Yeah,
just think it would
I
look
get
better.
it, matching.
I mean, just the.
But no, I'm super stoked, and I have that Sunman exclusive coming too, which was a
Oh, that's right. You got that. I didn't get that.
Mattel Creations exclusive.
Which is just the packaging is different. The figure's not different.
As far as I
right?
know, yes. I have not received
That's
it yet.
sweet,
It's
though,
a little behind with this distribution.
You got that.
Well, one time I got a little heads up on you. I know you're always up front on the He-Man universe when I'm trying to shop. But
well, I always got to one up you, bro.
I
I got you this. Oh, speaking of which, since we're talking about Origins, I got you a little something here.
Oh, okay.
I got a sweet lot on eBay the other day, and I mainly got it for this figure here.
Oh, bro, no way.
Here's a faker. Look at
my
that card
God.
too. That's nice.
Minty.
That's no Amazon smash card.
And you know what? Faker holds a special place in my heart because he's one of the few carded figures my mom got when I was a kid. So he's always been one of my favorite characters. And dude, thank you so much, man. This is awesome. I definitely can't wait to throw him, put him in my collection there. And talking about repaints, and one that I thought was pretty cool, and I know you kind of agreed with me on this, and I got you something. How about that Green Goddess, huh?
Ooh. Yeah, bro. This
Right?
one I don't mind at all. I mean, it's such a cool. I really like this.
Because they've marketed it as an actual a different character, even though it's a repaint.
Right.
Right. So
got
it's
the
a
new
totally
knees.
thing.
No, it's just cool, man. I love
Yeah.
this Tila repaint.
So I give that I do enjoy that figure, but
Thanks, bro. This
Yeah,
is
no
nice,
problem,
man.
buddy.
You can't have too many of these. I think I have
right?
2 of these now.
okay, cool, very nice.
You can't have too many Origins, in my
Yeah,
opinion.
right.
So what about the rumors for the Origins Wave 9? Let's take a look here.
I believe I heard it was Whiplash, King Randor, the Trapjaw mini comic version, and Digitino, who is part of the Sunman line.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So, and I'm super stoked for King Randor. I know a lot of people are not, big into him, but I mean, the original is ridiculous. You can't get that for less.
Oh,
than,
he's not cheap. Yeah,
less than
the original
$100.
King Randor. That's a
Oh
cool
my God,
figure.
yeah.
That came way later. All those ones that came way later in the line that are rare when the line was dying out.
Like the
and
Giants?
They just weren't.
That's another hope I hope we get in the Origins line, man.
Oh, those were never
Titus and
Gargantua.
Gargantuan, Gargantus, I think.
I don't think.
God,
I think either one
we're
was
gonna
right.
get so
We're gonna get
skewered.
blasted.
Yeah.
What about this comic Trapjaw that's coming out? I found this
I
picture
like
here.
him, but I'm not a humongous fan of him.
No, I think it's cool, man. This lime green body with the different boots, and the arm looks really cool.
The shiny plates he's got there.
Yeah, the
and
shiny
different layers.
shiny belt. I think that's gonna be cool.
I don't hate it. I mean, I like it.
Oops. Let me shut that off.
Sorry, but yeah, I'm excited, and of course Whiplash. I always loved Whiplash. I own him in my vintage line. Real quick, we haven't talked about any of the vehicles that have come out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I know you hate on it.
I don't hate on it.
I think it's pretty
I
cool.
do, but
I love the Land Shark. I know you're not a fan. I enjoy it. I think it's a really cool looking vehicle. And of course, Wind Raider came out, which was awesome. And we just recently got Stridor out, which means Night Stalker's coming.
Yeah, I liked Stridor, and I'm pumped for the. I don't know. The vehicles they're cool. I guess the Battle Ram.
I'm waiting on that. How
Where's
many
that?
times have we gotten teased already with all these waves, and we have no Rotar?
Yeah, that's weak. We need a Rotar for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
No, I like the Wind Raider. The Land Shark. That's cool.
Oh my God, Battle Ram? Why do we not have that yet?
Battle Ram's sweet. I'm definitely gonna get that.
Yeah, and I'm trying to
What
think.
else?
Oh, see, I didn't get that Art of Engineering Skeletor. That's another
there's
one
a crystal
our friend Jackie
Skeletor.
has that one. He
he
does
has that
enjoy
one?
it. Yeah.
Dude, he's got everything on this.
No,
line.
he's complete right now.
I'm gonna have to get that one too. How much does that one go for?
I think 150 bones.
Yeah,
if I'm not mistaken.
Wow. So there's some expensive
Yeah.
exclusive power or convention exclusives we got to get to be true completists.
Yeah,
But
and I have to say I'm very happy that Walmart did give us the flocked Panther.
yeah,
'Cause,
that's super sweet.
Yeah, that was always I do own an original. It's the fur's not all there, but it's better than some. So
It's hard to find those original flocked ones in good condition. Man.
Oh,
The
absolutely.
Flocking scrapes off super
Well, it's the
easy.
same thing with Mossman, which again, Still waiting on that one.
Where's
Love
that
Moss
Origins?
Man.
That's what I'm saying. There's so many cool Origins that could come up.
Now we're talking about repaints, and I mean, come on. Essentially, Mossman's a repaint of Beastman, right?
Right.
So I mean, why haven't we gotten that yet? I would love to see that. He was always one of my favorites.
I like the Eternian Palace Guard too. That's super sweet.
Oh, right?
Are you going to army build
look
with
at those.
that?
Actually, I've already got 5 of them. So.
You do?
Yes, I do.
Well, how much are those?
Well, they were going for $16.99 on Big Bad. I think they're up to $20 now, but I got that. Big Lots had them at Christmas time, and I scored those for half off after Christmas.
What?
Yeah, the day of Christmas they were open. They were doing a 50%
Usually
off.
You tell me
toys.
when you get those sweet deals.
Oh no, I did. I
Is that where you
shipped
gave me
a
mine?
photo. I shipped you a photo.
Did you? I don't remember.
Yeah,
I feel like I would have been all over that.
I'm kind of shocked you only have one of them.
I know.
I
haven't seen them anywhere.
Well, no, they're only online exclusives. You can't get them anywhere. Big Lots only happen to get them because.
So how the hell did Big Lots have them?
Because they were, I think, with all what's going on with the shipping, and a lot of those discount stores can't get product from regular stores because they've been trying to make the profit back. With the shutdown. I think this Christmas, Big Lots was only allowed to get like certain online exclusives. So they had there was wrestling ones and the Masters happened to have this one, so that's how they got those for some product on their shelves.
Gotcha.
But anyway, they weren't priced bad, but I do enjoy them. And then you can swap out to see the original Man-at-Arms.
Yeah, super sweet. I like those a lot.
Which I thought was really great.
This Faker Duplicate exclusive
it's a beautiful one. Beautiful.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I always wanted that Leo Faker, you know, that
Indian version.
Yeah, man, but so pricey. So
I know.
Not like this PowerCon one's cheap, but
No.
I just super like the version of the Battle Cat they did. That's like a robotic Battle Cat. It's super sweet, man. I love that, and I love the orange sword. The he's got the waistband, the little cod piece or whatever the Skeletor has, you know, the orange in that.
I mean,
super sweet.
Yeah, the duplicate is, oh my God, those metal claws, just everything on him is amazing. I mean, they really did a great job with that exclusive. And I know it was the most clamored for one too when everybody was ordering. So
when I went up online, that sold out so fast. I was lucky to get one through Jackie. Got an extra one that I was able to buy because I couldn't even get that.
Yeah, right.
But man.
Yeah, and I'm in these deluxes right here that you're flying through. I'm super happy with Clamp Champ, which I know there was a skin tone problem. They started at the beginning when he was coming out, which a few of them got out, and they're super sought after for the collector verse. His skin tone was a bit too light. It was like a tan versus a dark.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, so a few of them made it out into the
some
open.
got to the stores, and then
and so of course they're super collectible. You know?
Right, because they're rare.
But now we got the version here where he's a bit darker skin tone, which I'm super happy about that we've have him out already, and Ram Man, he's another favorite of mine.
Yeah, I love Ram Man. Ram Man was one of my favorites as a kid. Yep. He's such a cool character,
and I love the different head sculpts with him with the armor plating.
Yes,
for his mouth,
I love
so that's cool.
That's rad.
Buzzsaw Hordak, there was a few versions of him. That I have both. For color scheme, I don't have international cards or anything like that, but now see, this is the one they're going with now. The other version I have is he has gray skin tone around his head, which is that headpiece, and the eyes were larger on the replacement head.
Oh, so there's some facial skin variants,
so
and the
instead
eyes
of it
are
being
different?
black like that, it was gray.
Oh, weird.
And the eyes were bigger on the replaceable head.
It's funny, those variants, man. When you get into the old vintage line and those subtle variants, people pay a lot more for that kind of stuff. It's cool. You got to really pay attention to what you got. I remember I sold a vintage merman, and there was what was it? It was the straps, in the back of his armor where the straps plug. The two straps go in the back and they loop in.
Yeah.
There's some that have longer straps and shorter straps.
Really?
Yeah, and I sold it to a guy, and then the armor had the longer straps, so it was more rare. But the armor had some pink pen. It had something on it, so I was like, I'm gonna give this guy a better armor, and I shipped it to him, and he immediately messaged me. He's like, this is not the merman, and you had pictured on eBay, and I was like, oh well, I gave you a better armor, and he was like, no, the one that was pictured, they had longer straps. That's what I want, and I still had it. I was like, I didn't even realize that.
Yeah,
man. So I
didn't
shipped it.
either.
Yeah, I shipped it to him.
Oh my God, did you kind of dog yourself on money or what?
No, I mean, I just had to pay the shipping to send him that extra.
No, not that. I'm saying like the value of it. Because
No, I had it
difference.
priced pretty high. I mean, it sold pretty quick. I don't think I could have got much more for it.
All right, well, that's good.
Yeah, no.
I had no idea. Jeez, strap length. Wow. Now here, speaking, going back to vehicles real quick, I love the Prince Adam Sky Sled, what they did with that, because you can switch it out to, bad guys and good guys Sky Sleds, which is great. But man, that thing, Mattel kind of oversaturated the market at the very, very beginning. I mean, we had so many Battle Cats on the shelves and these Prince Adam Sky Sleds. Man, I scored some beautiful Sky Sleds, mint boxes, $9 at Target on clearance, $8.99. They were clearing them out. So I've got like 2 for the good guys, 2 for the bad guys. I think I had 1 extra I opened. I mean, it was like, it was a party really much with those. But I did enjoy it with that, and we got Prince Adam with it as well. So that was a good addition with that. But yeah, going back to the deluxe, I was super stoked that we got Mosquito. He was always one of my favorites, and the pumping blood in his chest, that was always a cool feature in my opinion. The Battle Armor He-Mans, I'm glad we got that with Skeletor, and
those are cool, man.
Yeah,
those
right?
classic ones are awesome.
Yeah,
man.
absolutely.
That feature was so crazy. We started getting those different He-Mans and different Skeletors. That was one of my favorite.
And right now, what's eluding us in the stores is Flying Fist He-Man.
Flying Fist He-Man.
We haven't seen any of those yet. They have popped up in our area, but of course, as collectors do, scooped up what they can, and we haven't seen any. So they'll come, though. A lot of those deluxes, they show up a lot, so I have to give credit to Mattel.
I was at Target the other day. They must have had 6 Clamp Champs just chilling.
Well, they've been reissuing a lot of those deluxes, man.
So they're still making these. They just canceled the
Clamp Champ's been getting back on the shelf. Ram Man, Mosquito.
I got a vintage Clamp Champ. Check it out. Did you see him up there?
Oh yeah, beautiful. I have him too.
He's got his armor, but he doesn't have any of his weapons.
No, I don't have him either. I have the armor as well. Those probably will get discontinued at some point. Now, the Buzzsaw Hordak does not get much of a re-release, which it's weird. Everybody else, they have a plethora of them, but him, for some reason, they have not gotten to.
Yeah, I've seen Ram Man showing back up in the stores lately. I was at a Walmart the other day, and there was tons of Battle Armor Skeletors. I got a bunch of those.
Terror Claws has not made its way yet, Skeletor, but he's pretty cool. I know everybody's ripping on it because they call it, like, was it Bikini Top? Skeletor.
Oh, is that what they're saying about it?
They rip
I
on
see it now that I'm close up. Yeah. Yeah, he's going to the beach, dude.
Now,
he's got those claws to build some sandcastles.
I was looking at the vintage version of that. I don't think that what is that thing on his back?
It's like a little skeleton dragon.
Yeah, I don't think that was in the original.
Oh, yeah, it was.
Was it?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I must have saw a different photo then from somebody.
You're going to get ate up in the comments, kid.
Oh, of course.
If we ever get any.
It's fine. Listen, I do not at all profess myself to be a complete genius on any of these toy lines, so we're all learning too as we go along. But that was a big focal point too of starting this podcast, because we all kind of throw back and forth and just go along with it. So, but yeah, I mean, kudos to Mattel. I mean, I can't thank them enough for bringing a most beloved toy line back to us and Masters of the Universe and this Origins, and I just can't wait for the new releases coming out. So, I mean,
yeah, I feel the same way.
That's my take on it.
I'm super psyched. Every time I go to the store, I'm hyped to look for them, and I'm excited to see what comes next. And I hope it never slows down. I hope they keep pumping out more and more figures. I just hope they come out with just chill out with the repaints and give us more figures.
My hope for this is that we get all the originals that was originally released in the 80s, even the ones that went to Europe that was at the end of the toy line. I'm hoping we get that.
Gigantor.
Yes, absolutely. Gigantor. Titus and Gigantor. And I hope we're getting the scale versions of what they were.
That would be sweet.
I would love to see the big versions.
Well, it'd be weird if they weren't. They're known for being like giants, so why would they come out with like a normal size?
Well, yeah, but what I was kind of getting up to too, like they did it for the classics line. They scaled them down. They were about this big. Yeah, they were a little bit bigger than the others, but they weren't.
But not like how it was.
No,
yeah, they were like twice as tall.
So, and that's what I wanted to get to too. I'm like, once we finish up with all that, with the originals and the other obscure ones that end up going to Europe, I'm hoping maybe we get an Origins line of some of those classic figures that were like random that they put in that line. I would love to see that. Just keep continuing on the trek. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we'll see.
So
only time will tell.
I think that's pretty much it for this one, Sean.
Yeah, man. Origins line, sweet, love it. And that's about it. If you guys have any comments or any questions about Origins or anything to do with the Origins line you'd like to hear about, let us know. You can check out our YouTube channel. It's a Go Figure, a toy podcast. And what's our
Go
email?
Figure Toy Pod on Instagram.
Go Figure Toy Pod is Instagram. What's the email?
Email is gofiguretoypodcast@gmail.com.
gofiguretoypodcast@gmail.com. All right, cool. Well, I'm Sean O'Brien, the 80s kid. My current Donkey Kong score is 885,400. With me always is my co-host,
AC, Mr. MOC Mint on Card. Thank you guys for joining us.